In today's video, we got Kwame Brown and Warren Sapp checking Jason Whitlock for some of the slanderous stuff that Jason Whitlock has been doing to Deion Sanders. Jason Whitlock has been very against Deion Sanders since the beginning, man. And I would like to play a little bit of Jason Whitlock comments, and then I'll come back and I'll play what Warren Sapp had to say. And then after Warren Sapp clips, I'll highlight what Kwame Brown had to say about Jason Whitlock. So with that being said, let's get into today's video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That really does help my channel continue to grow. So let's check out some of these clips and how Jason Whitlock feels about Deion Sanders. Here's a video.
Does Deion Sanders believe in Deion Sanders? He's certainly not acting like a believer in himself, the Colorado Buffaloes, or the God he proclaims when he occasionally takes a break from self-promotion. Primetime behaved like an insecure 29-year-old woman trying to convince herself that streaming reality TV shows, cooking shashuka, and getting drunk at a Beyonce concert beats marriage and kids.
I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to, really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
Yeah, Deion, that's who you sounded like.
We're gonna continuously be questioned because we do things that have never been done. That's the way our life has presented themselves. We do things that have never been done, and that makes people uncomfortable. When you see a confident black man sitting up here talking his talk, walking his walk, coaching 75% African Americans in the locker room, that's kind of threatening. Oh, they don't like that. But guess what? We're gonna consistently do what we do because I'm here and ain't going nowhere. And I'm about to get comfortable in a minute.
Deion's closing act was pure Bill Tannen. But here's the thing that Deion and his supporters don't understand. Believers don't take victory laps after one win. Believers know they're on a never-ending journey. Believers demonstrate their faith by giving the glory to God and smothering themselves in humility. This is my problem with Deion Sanders. He professes faith in Jesus Christ and himself that he contradicts at every turn. That coaches are concerned about the disruption.
Yes.
And they have every right. Anytime you're a disruptor in any industry, there's going to be blowback. He's a disruptor. And so he's getting dumped on. And I just don't understand, well, I do understand, but no, I really don't understand why Deion at 56 can't figure out, like, his approach puts pressure on everybody and disrupts the entire industry, and there's going to be blowback for that. We lost, and so it's unfair, and I don't blame coaches for being upset. Deion coming in and taking advantage of it and is just gonna turn the whole thing into that every day you're basically recruiting your kids, even while you're coaching them, even while they're there. You're recruiting them every day. It's making coaching a lot harder. And Deion is sitting there with the force of his personality and celebrity. There's a bunch of stuff that a lot of these, they don't want to do because it's not their values. There's a bunch of coaches like, I don't want to bring Brittany Renner in to prey on my kids or to speak to our kids. And so it's the disruption. It's not the skin color, Deion. It's the disruption.
Okay, so that's some of the stuff that Jason Whitlock has been saying about Deion Sanders, man. A lot of people is calling it slanderish. People is just saying that, he's just a flat-out hater. And Warren Sapp is one of those guys that said that to Jason Whitlock to his face, man. And I would like to highlight those comments. So let's check out what Warren Sapp had to say about Jason Whitlock hating on Coach Bryant. Here's a video.
What is it about Deion, besides him being a great player, that makes you doubt that he can?
Arrogance. Arrogance.
Okay.
Arrogance.
A little male jealousy right there.
No. Listen, I know
what he did. You gotta have that supreme confidence that you can go out there and shut out 1/3 of the earth.
I disagree.
What do you mean?
And Deion was not the greatest corner to ever play the game, in my opinion.
That's fine.
Because of his arrogance. God bless.
Just because of his arrogance.
No. I'm saying I don't think that's what made him great. The arrogance to me is a shield or a beard for some insecurity. And just to be quite honest, when I see people that over the top, when I see people, he's my age, we're 56, we're the same class. I see people still wearing gold chains at 56, that's some insecurity. I'm not a Deion hater. I just
got a little male jealousy.
I really don't.
Okay, so that's what Warren Sapp had to say. As you can see in the video, Warren Sapp was saying that Jason Whitlock is just jealous. And there could be some truth to that because Jason Whitlock even pointed out that him and Coach Prime is around the same age. So when you see somebody around the same age as you getting this hype and all of this stuff, it could come off as jealousy, especially when you got to point out something like Deion Sanders is insecure because of his jewelry that he wears, which doesn't make sense because if you've seen and watched Coach Prime from the beginning of his career, of his football career, Coach Prime has always had jewelry around his neck. So I didn't get that comparison and why Jason Whitlock even had to say that. But with that being said, let's get into what Kwame Brown had to say about Jason Whitlock hating on Deion Sanders because Kwame Brown had went in. So let's check out what Kwame Brown had to say. Here's a clip. Be sure to hit that like button for me if you haven't already. That helps this YouTube channel continue to grow. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, stay up to date with all of my current YouTube videos. Peace.
As a Christian brother, you call your Christian brother to the side if you feel like he's doing something wrong. You call your Christian brother to the side and say, hey man, I don't agree with X, Y, and Z. And as your Christian brother, maybe you should do bop, bop, bop. But you definitely don't get up on these airwaves and challenge a man and say, and your only excuse is that he's too flamboyant. That's his personality. So he's not gonna get into heaven because he's too flamboyant. He's not gonna get into heaven because he brings celebrities on the sideline, which many coaches bring celebrities on the sideline. When I played for the Lakers, it was nothing but celebrities in the locker room and everything else. When I played for the Wizards, everybody came and saw MJ. We had people at practice that come see MJ come back. Celebrities are all on the sideline. Denzel Washington was at the game. He was one of the biggest celebrities. LL Cool J. Or how Biden would say it, LLJ Cool J, or whatever the hell he said. So I don't understand Whitlock's judgment of Deion in that way. So for Jason Whitlock and everybody that has so much scrutiny, I told y'all years ago, a black man is going to be scrutinized for every single thing he says. And it's going to be us that do it to him. I wouldn't give a hill of beans if Jason Whitlock just gave his opinion on Deion as a coach. But he's making personal assessments of a coach. You're not doing that. I have never seen this many personal assessments on a coach in a long time. I haven't seen so many personal attacks on a coach in a long time. Bobby Knight used to beat up his players, throw chairs at him, all that. And guess what they said about Bobby Knight? Oh man, he's a great coach. He's teaching these black kids responsibility. And mothers were sending their daughters, fathers were sending their sons to Bobby Knight, a white guy, to kick their ass and teach them how to be men. What kind of bullshit is that? How come everything a black man does gets scrutinized to the point where it's like, golly? So I do not understand Jason Whitlock's attack. Jason Whitlock, you fell short of grace. Everyone has fallen short of grace. If you're looking for perfection, seek God, because that's the only one that's perfect.
Okay, so it's a lot to unpack with what Kwame Brown had to say. I don't want to hold you guys too long, so I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. Let me know how do y'all feel about Warren Sapp comments, Jason Whitlock comments, and how Kwame Brown addressed Jason Whitlock slandering Coach Prime. Hit that like button if you made this far in the video. Don't forget to subscribe up as well if you're new to my channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next video, and we out, guys. Peace.